Hey, what up, Dodgers Nation? Doug McCain here. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DMac_LA. And I've got the keys for the Dodgers. 5 things the Dodgers must do if they want to beat the San Diego Padres and advance to the NLCS. But first, if you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe to the Dodgers Nation YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. And if you want to see us post even more Dodgers content, smash that like button. And as always, I want your takes down below in the comment section. Today's Dodgers Nation question of the day. On a scale of 1 to 10, what is your concern level for Mookie Betts? He's really struggled the last month of the season, the first part of this series. Do you think that he needs to step up the most? Who needs to step up the most for the Dodgers to win this series? And what is your biggest concern with the Dodgers right now? What's your biggest fear as we head into Game 3? Are you still confident that they'll win this series? I am. I'm going to tell you some reasons why in a second, too. So let me know down below. And for all latest Dodgers news, head over to DodgersNation.com. So we got ourselves a series. Yes, the Dodgers always have to do things the hard way. They missed a golden opportunity the other night to take a stranglehold of the NLDS against the Padres, but they just couldn't get it done. They did a lot of things that you would want to see them do. They out-homered the San Diego Padres. They scored 3 runs on Yu Darvish. He doesn't go 6 innings. They did get into that bullpen, but they weren't able to string together big base hits. The clutch hitting was bad, 0 for 8 with runners in scoring position. The defense was bad. Trey Turner, his costly error led to the run that gave the Padres the lead. You got Brusdar Graterol on the mound, a ground ball pitcher. You got to expect it to be on the ground, and he's unable to make that play. And in that situation, on a ball like that, you want to charge it, be a little more aggressive. I know you want to get that double play, but you at least have to get 1 out because then Profar comes up, he gets the base hit, and the Padres take the lead. Then in the bottom of the 6th inning, bad base running cost the Dodgers. Will Smith, he reaches on that infield single, and then Max Muncy hits what looks like it's for sure going to go as an extra base hit to right, and then the deke from Juan Soto. Juan Soto hits him with the deke, and the Dodgers end up with runners on 1st and 3rd instead of runners on 2nd and 3rd, and then, of course, Gavin Lux ultimately grounds into that double play. So the Dodgers did create opportunities in Game 2. They just weren't able to cash in. So as you can see, I'm not completely over the loss, but the Dodgers and myself, we need to flush it. We need to move forward. And yes, a lot was made about Austin Barnes pinch hitting for Cody Bellinger. And in that situation, you have Chris Taylor, 3 for 8 lifetime against Josh Hader. You have Cody Bellinger, who has a home run in his career against Hader. Austin Barnes, shorter swing. Maybe you can get to some high velocity fastballs, but it just wasn't happening for the Dodgers in Game 2. So the good news is you got Game 3 tonight, and the Dodgers can turn the page. And if the Dodgers don't do these 5 things I'm going to tell you, they will not beat the San Diego Padres. And it's going to be a cold, long winter for your Los Angeles Dodgers. But the good news is they can absolutely retake control of this series tonight. And the first key is Mookie Betts. Where is Mookie Betts? Have you seen him? It's been Milkbox Mookie in this series. If you've seen Mookie Betts, please dial this number down below, because the Dodgers need their franchise player to start producing. They're $365 million man. And the truth is, as Mookie goes, so do the Dodgers. And you know I bring my facts to the fight, so let's dive into some of the numbers. This season, when Mookie Betts doesn't score a run, the Dodgers are 31-26 for a .544 win percentage. When Mookie Betts scores 1 or more runs in a game, the Dodgers are 69-16. That's an .812 win percentage. Since joining the Dodgers in 2020, when Mookie scores a run, LA is 67-64. That's just over 500 at a .511 win percentage. When he scores 1 run or more, they're 153-35. That's an .814 win percentage. Now, in the postseason, since 2020, when Mookie doesn't score a run, the Dodgers are 7-10. That's a .412 win percentage. When he scores 1 or more run, they're 13-12. That's an .867 win percentage. That is how important it is for Marcus Lynn Betts to cross home plate. He is the table setter. He is the spark plug for this offense. They do feed off of his success, and I know Mookie Betts is a great player. I know Mookie Betts is going to produce. I fully believe that he will, but it's time for him to step up because he really struggled down the stretch of the season. Last month of the season, he hit .229 with a .637 OPS in his last 19 games. In this series, he's 1 for 8 with a walk, and that one hit being that double that went under Grisham's glove. And he's had multiple opportunities. The at-bat quality hasn't been its best. You have just 2 hard-hit balls of over 95 miles per hour or more. So the contact hasn't been great. The at-bat quality hasn't been great. And it's time for Mookie Betts to start living his Betts life with the Dodgers again. And I just don't like the fact that I've seen more bowling highlights from Mookie lately than baseball highlights from Mookie. And it's great that he can bowl 300, but I want to start to see him hitting close to 300 on the baseball diamond again, because the facts prove that when he has success, the Dodgers have success. When he eats, the Dodgers eat, and they win games. So number one, Mookie Betts has to come alive. And then number two, it's time to solve this Padres pen. The Padres bullpen has shut down the Dodgers through the first 2 games. In the first game, the Dodgers went 0 for 17 in 5 1/3 innings. And then in game 2, they did exactly what you would hope they would do against the Padres ace Yu Darvish. They scored 3 runs on 3 home runs, and he didn't go 6 innings. Yu Darvish had gone at least 6 innings or more in 28 of his 30 starts this season. The Dodgers knock him out at the beginning of the 6th inning. They had runners on the corners and still weren't able to manufacture a run. For the remaining 4 innings of that game, they ended up stranding 7 runners, and they had that big opportunity in the 6th with runners on the corners and no outs. We talked about this one, the Justin Turner strikeout, where JT was overpowered there by Suarez, just missing a fastball right down the dick, then also swinging and missing at some 101 mile per hour gas at the bottom of the zone. And then Lux, I didn't like the approach there. First pitch, you ground into a double play. The approach, you want some more patience at the plate. Just take a pitch. Just let it breathe. I know you're anxious out there and you want to be the hero, but no hero ball. Don't have those selfish at-bats. You have to go up there and just take it pitch by pitch, wait for your pitch, and you're going to have more success. So it's really an execution issue right now for the Dodgers. But then you look at that bottom of the 7th inning, they had another great opportunity. Cody Bellinger hasn't looked comfortable at the plate so far this series, but he was able to get a 1-out single, the first base hit off of the Padres bullpen this series. And then after that, Mookie Betts gets that double that trickles right under Grisham's glove. So they had 2nd and 3rd with 1 out, and then Trey Turner, he grounds to 3rd. So in that situation, ground to the other side of the infield, hit a fly ball. They just needed the ball to be put in play and get some execution, and then they would have tied the game. Then after that, they intentionally walked Freddie Freeman, and then Will Smith, he lines out to center. So the Dodgers, they did have their opportunities, and the bottom line is they're just not having enough success against this Padres bullpen. The first 2 games of the NLDS, the Dodgers are 4 for 32, hitting 125, and haven't gotten a single run across in 9 1/3 innings against this Padres pen. So yeah, sure, tip your cap. They have some talent in that bullpen, make no mistake about it, and they're just throwing different looks at the Dodgers. You got Suarez bringing that triple-digit gas, Martinez mixing it up with some off-speed stuff, curveballs and changeups. But the good news is, one, they are creating those opportunities. It's not like they don't have any traffic on the base pass, and also the familiarity is growing. The timing, the more they see them, the more success the Dodgers will have. So it'll turn around, but they need to get to this bullpen and execute better and just change the approach at the plate. Do what got you here, Dodgers. You have some patience at the plate. Make them throw strikes. Make them execute the pitches, and the Dodgers will be just fine. And then the next big key is they need more production from the bottom of the lineup, because the lineup isn't feeling long right now. It's feeling like a cupcake. You just want to eat the top. part. The bottom part, I can do without it, because right now Trayce Thompson 0 for 6 in this series with 3 strikeouts. Cody Bellinger 1 for 6 in this series with 4 strikeouts. Justin Turner 1 for 6 in this series with 2 strikeouts. So lots of strikeouts in key situations with opportunities to score runs, and just not great competitive at-bats, competitive swings out there. Those 3 guys looking outmatched. So you need some more production from the bottom of the lineup, because that's what they're getting in the other dugout. The bottom of the lineup for San Diego, they're providing a spark. They are starting rallies. You are seeing hits from the middle of the order towards the bottom with the Will Myerses of the world, the Profars, Grisham. So they're able to manufacture some offense, and the Dodgers, they need to match that, and they need to step up. And then the Dodgers need to find a way to score later in games. They haven't scored a run after the 3rd inning in each of the first 2 games. That is not the Dodgers' MO. They need to continue to put pressure on this Padres pitching staff, score some late runs, and that's definitely going to help them in the win column. The next final key I have is the starting pitchers have to go deeper into games. The first game, Julio Urias, he goes 5 innings. He allows 3 runs. He was pretty flawless until that 4th inning when he got into some trouble, and he leaves the game throwing 79 pitches. And then the following night, Clayton Kershaw, not the greatest outing for him. He finishes his night allowing 3 runs on 6 hits in 5 innings of work through 80 pitches, 55 for strikes. And yes, he didn't have his best command. Yes, he didn't have his best stuff, especially the curveball. The slider was a little flat at times, especially the one to Machado that ended up in the seats in left field. And then also the double to Machado. He did make some mistakes, and they did take advantage of those mistakes, but he was cruising. He was Clayton Kershaw towards the end. He retired 9 straight batters, and I think he could have been back out there on the mound to give you one more inning towards the middle to the bottom of that Padres offense, and then you take a little stress off this Dodgers pen, because you really want to navigate 27 outs and make your pen have to go 4 innings. It's just a more complicated puzzle for this Dodgers team, and they have the horses to give you more innings out of the starting rotation, because remember, this team is trying to make a deep run. They're trying to go for 11 wins, and they're going to need this bullpen to stay as fresh as they possibly can. So trust your starting pitchers. Don't always deviate from that plan. And then the 5th and final key is be road warriors. The Dodgers' best road record in baseball this year at 54-27 at Petco Park this season. They went 6-3, and all 3 of those losses that they suffered at Petco Park came in extra innings. And you know what that means? That means the ghost runner. So you won't have that in the postseason. And then also you got Tony Gonsolin going in Game 3. He's 2-0 with a .74 ERA versus San Diego this season. 14 punchies to just 1 walk. So be road warriors. It's going to be a very electric environment. I know there will be Dodger fans in the stands, but this is the first home postseason game in San Diego with fans since 2006. So it's going to be a raucous environment, and I hope the team uses that to just galvanize the group, to look at this as an opportunity to say, hey, we are going to be faced with these types of situations in these environments all postseason long. We can't let it get to us. We just have to go out there, execute, play our game. So the Dodgers, they haven't lost back-to-back games to San Diego all season long, and the series is just tied. This Padres team, they're a good team. They have talent. They have momentum. They're designed to beat this Dodgers team. They have a great manager. This is their World Series, so it was never going to be easy. The Dodgers were never going to go 11-0, so we'll see how it pans out, but I think Dodger fans should still feel very confident in this series. But the Dodgers, they have some work to do tonight in San Diego, and they've got a little business trip down at the Dodgers beach house, so let's hope they get it done. But let me know down below in the comments section, on a scale of 1 to 10, what's your concern with Mookie Betts? What's your biggest key to the Dodgers advancing in this series, and what is your biggest concern? Let me know down below. My name is Doug McCain. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DMac_LA. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and if you really want to support the channel, smash that like button. And until next time, think blue, bleed blue, and I'm out.